Uber's self-driving car fatality. On March 18, 2018, 49-year-old Elaine Hertzberg was walking her bicycle across a dimly lit street in Tempe, Arizona, when she entered the path of a self-driving Uber SUV being tested in autonomous mode. The streets were quiet and the car's sensors were responsible for detecting obstacles and reacting in real time. As Elaine crossed, the vehicle's perception system misclassified her multiple times, first as an unknown object, then a vehicle, then a bicycle, causing a critical delay in braking. The onboard emergency braking system was disabled during the test, relying instead on a human safety driver who was briefly distracted. In the seconds that followed, the AI struggled to correctly identify her path, and the car maintained speed toward her. By the time the system issued an internal warning, it was too late. Elaine was struck and died instantly. The incident shocked the world as the first pedestrian fatality caused by an autonomous vehicle and highlighted the dangerous limits of AI in uncontrolled real-world environments. Teen follows AI science experiment. On July 12, 2021, 17-year-old Samir Patel in Nottingham, UK, decided to experiment in his home kitchen, inspired by an AI-generated science experiment recipe shared online. The AI claimed the experiment was safe, promising fun chemical reactions that could be filmed for social media. Samir gathered household chemicals, some of which reacted violently when combined incorrectly. He followed the AI instructions step by step, unaware that a critical measurement error would produce toxic gases. As fumes filled the room, he attempted to ventilate the space, but the reaction escalated faster than he could respond. Neighbors reported a sudden smell and smoke shortly after, and emergency responders found Samir unconscious near the counter. He was rushed to the hospital but succumbed to chemical inhalation. This case went viral because it highlighted the risks of blindly trusting AI advice, especially for experiments involving reactive substances, and sparked global debate about liability and content moderation on AI platforms. Tesla autopilot crash. On March 23, 2018, 40-year-old Walter Huang was driving his Tesla Model X on Highway 101 in Mountain View, California, with autopilot engaged. Walter had used autopilot many times before and trusted the system to maintain speed and lane position. The highway included a left-hand curve with a concrete divider, which autopilot sensors misinterpreted. The car drifted toward the barrier while Walter was distracted, believing the system would self-correct. As the vehicle approached, the AI failed to adjust its trajectory and no emergency intervention occurred. Walter attempted to steer manually at the last moment, but the impact was unavoidable. His Tesla collided with the concrete barrier at high speed and Walter died instantly. The crash raised significant questions about AI driver assistance systems and human overtrust, as the sensors misread complex road geometry and relied on driver oversight that proved inefficient. Autonomous crane miscalculation. On August 14, 2017, 45-year-old construction worker Leonard Fisher was on a job site in Hamburg, Germany, where an autonomous crane system was being tested to lift and position heavy steel beams. Leonard had years of experience with traditional cranes, but was observing the AI-powered system, which was designed to calculate lift weight, angle, and load distribution without human input. That day, the crane was assigned a new steel beam for installation, and Leonard was standing nearby to monitor the placement. The AI miscalculated the beam's center of gravity, slowly tilting it during the lift while Leonard attempted to retreat after noticing the irregular movement. The sensors did not detect his precise location as a hazard because he had stepped into an unregistered safety zone. Moments later, the beam tipped unexpectedly, crushing Leonard instantly against a support pillar. His death shocked the construction and AI communities alike, illustrating how even advanced automation can fail catastrophically when edge cases like human proximity in unexpected zones aren't accounted for. The incident became a case study in AI industrial safety protocols and human oversight requirements. Livestreamer asks AI for stunt ideas. On October 5, 2020, 22-year-old Liam Chen from Vancouver, Canada, sought inspiration for his Livestream channel and asked an AI chatbot for exciting, shareable stunts. The AI generated suggestions that escalated in risk, including balancing on construction scaffolding and rooftop jumps. Liam chose one particularly dangerous stunt involving a 20-foot jump from a low building onto a concrete platform. He live-streamed the attempt to thousands of viewers, narrating each movement and encouraging engagement in real time. As he prepared, he misjudged distance and platform stability. Mid-jump, he slipped, landing awkwardly on the edge of the concrete, sustaining fatal injuries before emergency services could reach him. The event spread rapidly across social media, becoming an example of how AI-generated content suggestions can influence risky human behavior when boundaries between virtual guidance and real-world safety are ignored. Cruise Robotaxi pedestrian drag incident. On May 7, 2019, 52-year-old Joshua Brown was walking along a street in San Francisco, California, when he came into the path of a Cruise Robotaxi test vehicle operating in autonomous mode. The car's AI struggled to interpret pedestrian movement in a poorly lit intersection. Sensors initially failed to detect Joshua as a walking human and instead treated him as a moving obstacle with irregular patterns. The safety operator inside was monitoring, but the AI's misclassification delayed any braking response. The vehicle nudged forward while the pedestrian attempted to step out of the path, dragging him a short distance. By the time any evasive action occurred, it was too late. Joshua sustained fatal injuries from the dragging incident. The case became a cautionary example of AI misjudgment in real-world urban environments, highlighting how perception errors can escalate to deadly outcomes even with human supervision present. AI gym incident. On September 14, 2021, 28-year-old Miguel Torres from Austin, Texas, followed an AI-generated personal training program suggested by a fitness chatbot. The AI recommended attempting a personal best bench press using a new barbell technique it claimed was optimal for muscle growth. Miguel was alone in his home gym and lacked a spotter. Following the instructions precisely, he increased weight beyond his safe capacity. The AI emphasized repetition counts and lifting speed without context for human limits. Mid-lift, Miguel lost control of the barbell, which slipped onto his chest and neck. He was discovered by a family member moments later and rushed to the hospital, but the injuries proved fatal. The incident went viral, raising concerns about relying on AI for physical training advice and showing how automated guidance without context or human oversight can result in deadly consequences.